Oh my God, you guys, I am literally shaking right now. For those of you who don't know, I drive for Uber and Lyft, and I just did a ride, and it was crazy, y'all. This woman got in a car, and she had some big old black glasses, and then she had a head wrap on her hair. All right, so I'm switching the music, waiting for her to get in. Next thing you know, this guy comes up behind her, y'all, and he starts punching her like she's not even in the car good. And he tries to like grab her out the car. She's trying to get into the car, and he was beating her up right in front of me, and he kept screaming out, "You think I give a F about this lift?" Like, y'all, he was finna tear up my whole car trying to get to her. So I pull up, like when I say I sped off, as soon as I made sure that she was in the car good, I sped off, my door open and everything. She hurried up and closed it, and she just kept, thanking me. And I'm just like, oh my God, like sometimes as these Ubers and Lyft drivers, y'all, we really have to play superhero in certain situations. But I don't like being in the midst of that. Like, there was in my mind, in that moment, that was the best possible outcome that I could do. The sad part is I kept asking her, do she need help? Y'all, she had the glasses on, she all bruised up. I'm like, do you need help? She had a backpack on and a bag. She kept saying no. I'm like, do you need to go to the hospital? You want to go to the police station? She like, no. And I was just in my car like preaching to her like, baby, don't never let a man put his hands on you like that. Like, you deserve more than that. You are a beautiful queen. Like, you don't deserve anybody to put their hands on you. Never tolerate stuff like that. Never let nobody hold you back. A man will steal your entire youth if you let him. You deserve somebody who's going to treat you right. And she's just crying like this woman. Literally, I felt like she was getting delivered in my backseat. But the sad part is she didn't want to do anything about it. And a lot of victims are afraid to leave, to the point where they don't want to see their abusers get jail time. They don't want to go, turn their abusers in, so they decline medical services, or they stick up for the abusers and say nothing happened. And it was just so scary, y'all. She was trying to leave and she couldn't, and she just sat in my back seat and cried. And I was just comforting her, and it was just a really woman to woman scary moment. And I felt like crying for her. Like, I'm an empath. I'm one of them type of people where when you cry, baby, I don't even know you. I don't even have to know you. I will break down beside you and start crying. But no, I had to stay strong. I'm sorry, I'm going through the street. It is terrible. But I had to stay strong for her. And, it reminded me of things I be talking about in my blog. Like, us as women, we have to really stay focused. The wrong man will really knock us off our course. And the same thing goes vice versa. Like, men have to stay focused. The wrong woman will knock you off your course. If you're doing good, stay on that good path. If you're trying to do good, stay on that good path. Effort is what matters. Don't ever let anyone take that away from you because they can't get their act together. And that's another thing where I was talking about, when you meet somebody in the struggle bond versus you already being healed and then meeting a person that's God sent. If you're with someone and they're not God sent, that is destined to be doomed. Seriously, if you're with someone who's not God sent, that is destined to be doomed. So, I don't know. I'm definitely after that. That was my wake up sign. Like, I come across a lot of cool people. I've only had, 2 bad situations. That one that just happened, 2 scary situations. And another one was like a month ago. A very narcissistic man got in my car, and he started talking about black women and how white women are better and it's, and like it was crazy, y'all. Like, I'm not even gonna go to details. That's a whole separate vlog of the crazy stuff that I experienced doing Ubers and Lyfts. But yeah, after this, I'm definitely going in for a 9 to 5. Like, I already went to a place and I asked them, I seen a hiring sign on the building. But yeah, I'm just gonna get heavy with it, because I just felt like that was my sign from God, just saying like, okay, you need something else. Like, you ran your course with it, you need something else. It's time for me to move on to another adventure. And that's something that I was talking about too in one of my previous videos. I'm rolling my windows up, about how God can call you guys sometimes and tell you that, you know, the path that you in it's time to drop everything and start a new one. And I for real feel like I'm finna be on this job hunt journey. These rides not gonna cut it. I have 2 kids to come back home to, you know, so I definitely can't get with that. But I just pray for everyone out there, and I pray for, you know, people who it's hard for them to get out of certain situations. Like, life does get better on the grass is literally greener on the other side. You may not see it now, but it really is. And my heart hurts for people who are stuck in those situations, whether it's financially or, you know, mentally they're stuck. It's just, y'all, it was really scary and it was really crazy. After that, I did go to the store. Let me crack my door open. I did go to the store and I got some stuff. I might do like a mini haul. I don't know. Like, I just went to the Goodwill, but I found some really good stuff. I found this. It's like a little small tabletop for a cabinet. And then I'm gonna put that with my aesthetic stuff. Like, it fits perfect on top of my cube shelf. And then I got a pink horsey purse for my daughter. She's gonna love it. And what else did I get? Oh, I got me this little carrying thing to put my socks in. Y'all, it's nice. Yeah, it's one of them things where it's like, I'm just gonna have to show y'all, but it's hot. I want to get out this car, but I just want to tell y'all my experience today, and it was really scary. It really was. And yeah, that was my sign from God, just saying that it's time for me to, you know, start doing something else. I only do Ubers and Lyfts early in the morning, or sometimes I might go out and do one in the afternoon, but I try to stay away from evenings, and I never done nights. So, you know, drop a comment down below. Let me know if you had any crazy Uber driver stories, whether you were a rider, you know, a driver or a passenger. Like, let me know, because it's crazy out here, and it's real, and real people experience it. You know, I had this lady in my car, maybe it was like 2 weeks ago, and she had a newborn baby, and she was a very young mom. She looked like she was probably around 20. She had the baby in the car. She had the car seat set up and everything, but I noticed habits she was doing. Like, and then I feel like my job really is to help people, you know, but yeah, I just need to move on. She had the baby in the car. She got in and she closed the door, and then she walked all the way around, and then she got in on her side. And the first time she did it, I'm just observing, and I'm thinking in my head like, I wouldn't do anything like that. Should I say something? Let me just see. Maybe she just, you know, didn't think about it. Whatever. Then when we get to, we go to Family Dollars. That's where I had to take her. It was a blackout. Like, it was just raining the night before, so the Family Dollars was closed, and it was right on the corner of her house. And y'all, she was only paying me like, I think like $5 for this ride. It was on the corner of her house. So then it's another Family Dollars, probably like another 3-4 minutes from where we were at, further down the street. And I was like, I could take you to that one. You know, I'm not gonna cost you extra. I'm not gonna charge you anything. I know how it is, because she was just like, oh man, you know, now I gotta walk back up here. Sorry guys, I had a phone call. She was just like, oh man, now I gotta walk back up here. But I said, yeah, I'm not gonna charge you extra. I'll just take you up there. So when she was getting out the first Family Dollars, before we knew it was closed, she was doing the same thing. She got out first, and then she was going on the other side to get her baby. Luckily, a lady stopped her, and she was just like, yeah, they closed. It's a blackout, whatever. So when we go to the other Family Dollars, she gets out, walks around, get her baby, go in. They come out, she put her baby in, and then she walked back around. And when I dropped her off at the house, I had hollered at her. I was just pretty much like, hey, you shouldn't do that. Like, I know it's not my place, but there's a lot of messed up people in this world, and I've heard terrible stories about, you know, the other side of being inside of an Uber ride. Like, I've heard a story where this lady pulled off before with someone's baby in the car. I'm sorry, y'all. My camera had cut off. It had overheated outside. I'm inside the house now. But yeah, so pretty much I heard an Uber story about a young woman, and she had put her baby in a car in a diaper bag and everything. And when she went over to the other side to get the baby, the driver had drove off, like really scared off, and she was hanging onto the car and everything. And yeah, it's very scary experiences. So I had just, told the lady about it, and she thanked me, and she said she understands. And sometimes people don't know better in certain situations. But I told her, I said, you put your baby in the car first, you scoot the car seat all the way over, and as you get in, then you strap the baby in. You don't put the baby in, strap in, all that, and then walk all the way around and leave the baby in a car you don't know. You don't know the driver. Like, that's very dangerous. So she understood, and, it's just about growth, trial and error. So certain things I didn't understand when I was younger, her age. Sometimes it takes a person who's experienced in certain situations to, reach out to you and just give you a little advice. So that's my video for right now. I see Sun walking in. Yeah, they're finna go ride bikes and everything and have a good day. So I hope y'all have one as well. Bye.